Hi friends, today we are going to develop the RESTful application in the Node.js, Node and Express and MongoDB. I'm going to develop the here product REST application like how to create the product and how to delete the product and how to update the product and how to get the products and how to get the single product. Where I'm going to develop these things in the using the RESTful API using the Node and Express and MongoDB. I'm going to create the REST APIs for this. First of all, I'm going to create the environment like project setup. I'm going to first in I'm going to check the first node hyphen version. Node is node 20.11.0 is there. I'm going to in the E directory cd web application. Here I'm going to create the one folder called node.js. 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 cd node.js. Here I'm going to create the project first. Make the of product REST API or product CRUD also we can do. CRUD operations also we can develop. After jump into the product CRUD, here open the VS Code terminal in this using the code dot. Here first of all I am create the readme.md file. First of all I am going to create in this product CRUD application. I'm going to develop CRUD REST application. In this create product. Second one update product. Next get all products. Get single product. Single product. Next delete product. Here first one is I'm going to create the create product. Second one is update product. Get all products. Get single product and delete the product. In this product, I'm going to take the four columns. I'm going to define the structurals here. I'm going to take the product name. I'm going to take description. I'm going to take and quantity like size or quantity. I'm going to take after that image URL. Image URL. I'm going to take this four data. Four columns. I'm going to take. First one is product schema. You can call it product schema. In this product schema, I'm going to take the name, description, quantity, and image URL. After this, first I'm going to create the file. Before going to creating the files, I'm going to initiate the application. First, for initiating the application, I'm going to write a command called npm init. Using this command, we are going to generate the package.json file. I'm going to leave with the this package name as a product underscore code. Version is 1.0.0. Okay. Description. This is the product REST code application. This is the product REST code application. Description. Entry point is the index.js file. Leave it. Text is okay. Leave empty. Git repository. I'm going to create one Git here. github.com. I'm going to create the product code only, same name. This is a product code REST application. Okay, leave public and create the repository. After creating a repository, copy this one and come to the here and paste here. Click on the enter. Click on any button and click on the mouse button. It will paste here automatically. You click on the right click. It will paste the here. After this keywords, Node, Express, Mongo. Keywords I'm giving MongoDB or mongoose also. I'm going to here one library called the one layer above the MongoDB called the mongoose I'm going to use. After this, author is my name, Chekri. License is ISC. Okay. Yes. Okay, after this, come to the my VS Code here package.json file. First of all, I'm going to here if you observe the package.json, what you have given here, there is a data is there, product underscore code, version is 1.1, 1.0.0, description is this is the product cluster code application, entry is index.js, script is like test some script is written, like the repository is the programming elements, product code.git. The keywords I have written as Node, Express, MongoDB, and Mongoose. Author is my name. After this, first of all, we are going to install the install npm install express. We can give like this, or we can do the npm I express also. First of all, I'm going to install the complete using the complete sentence like complete command in npm install express. It is a framework for the Node.js. Using this, we can write the Nest application very simply. Easy to write the RESTful APIs. After this, come to the our VS Code terminal. See if you see the dependencies here, the Express is there. Through this, there is a two files also generated like node underscore modules and package log.json. Here it is contains the package log means it will logs the our it will logs the if you see here one 4.18.c here is one version is there and this is called caret symbol. This is called caret symbol. If you see here package hyphen log.json find the express find the express here if you see here there is a no caret symbol here means it is locking the version the exact version it contains the package hyphen log.json contains the exact version of the express like not only express what dependencies we are going to install in the package.json that versions also available exact versions also available here and not only that that package express containing the other dependencies like if you see the dependencies of this express that accepts array flatten and body parts are these are all are contents here only that these all are exact versions are contains here only that the dependencies are present in those dependencies are present in the node underscore modules. If you see here, body parser, array flattened, accepts, bytes, callback. These are all are came from the through generation of the package install through package installing while npm install express. Through this through this command, it is under node underscore modules is generated. We can want to if you want to delete this, we can delete this file. We can delete the file. If you want to generate that file, we are going to run the one command called npm install. Using this command, that node underscore module file folder will be generated. If you see this file again, it comes like it will generated. That's why we are not going to push this folder into the git. For that, we are going to write one file called .git ignore .git ignore file in this slash node modules. If you see this slash underscore node module, before writing this, I'm going to cut off. And if you see this, I'm going to initialize it into the git init. It is initialized. After this, check the status. Four files is like five files is there. Node underscore modules readme.md and dot git ignore and package log.json package.json. After in the git ignore, I'm going to mentioning the node underscore modules. If you if you put the node underscore modules here, after after placing that into the node underscore modules, if you see that node underscore modules is not be visible here, because of we are ignoring, like it will we are ignoring this file. It will not push into the, it will not going to push into the GitHub repository, GitHub remote repository. Why? Because of it is a generator files. If you push this file in, if you push the our this folder into the GitHub, the GitHub repository makes a heavy. That's why we are not going to push this. We can generate after that, after going to the production servers using the npm install. After this, we are going to add into the staging area. After this, commit is git commit -m initialize the product tab. After initializing git push, then change the -m main. After changing the git remote origin, git remote add origin. This one I'm going to write the copy this. Okay. After this, git push -u origin main. We already did the SSH keys into the, I have already copied the public key. I have generated the keys from here, from this system, and I have copied the SSH public key into that remote repository, GitHub. That's why it is pushing the, using the, this SSH key, this git at the rate of github.com column programming elements public underscore code.git. After this, after this pushing, if you observe the GitHub repository, can you refresh this one? You will able to see the code. Some files like readme.md. You see this? We have these terms and the product schema and what operations we are going to do here. Like package log.json and package.json. After completing this, come to the again VS Code here. Write a entry file called, not here, here, click on the, here, create a one entry file called index.json. Why we are going to create here? We have mentioned here in the package.json. Here we have mentioned that index.json. Not only we can create anything, but if you create the main.js, here also you can change the main.js. If we are creating the index.json, that's why we are leaving the main as a index.js. Save, and here first we are going to use the, we are going to write the import statement instead of the constant required. Instead of using the required, we are going to use the import statement. Import express from the express. After writing this, const app express, call the express function. After writing this, using this app dot, I'm going to write port also. Port 6774. Port number I have initialized. After this, listen the app dot listen. Here I'm going to mention the port comma port callback function. I'm going to write the fallback function called console server is server is running on port number. If you try to run this application, we are going to use the command called node index.js. If you see this, we got the one error called import express from JS that cannot use the import statement outside a module. If you see the warning, we reload the ES module, get set type column module in the package.json or use the .mjs extension. If you go to the package.json file, here after main, write a one keyword called type and make it as a module and save the file package.json. After saving, run the application once again. Node node space index.js. Server is running on the port number. After writing this, come to the here. I'm going to create the one profile structure here. For this, I'm going to do here in the readme dot index professionally create the structure for application application structure for application here. Further, I'm going to create some folders called routes controllers and routes controllers and middlewares. I think write the middlewares also. Middlewares we can use the multer and utils. These are the folder structure. Then I get the folder structure for application. Folder structure for application in this. First of all, we are going to use the one more module for the we are going to use the one more module for the .env. If you go to the Chrome, if you go to the npm JS package manager here .env it is for creating the environmental variables. This .env package is used for the creating the environmental variables. If you see here, install the .env hyphen say, we are going to write a one, see, like it is the, we are going to create a one file called .env file for the root of the product. We are going to name some keywords here, like the name and value through the if you want to access this name and value we are going to use the require of .env.config and console.log process.env. We are going to use this and process.env dot this this name of the variable. We are going to see here directly. First we are going to install the first we are going to install the npm cls npm install the .env hyphen save also not required. Directly we can install. If you go to the here VS Code terminal, VS Code, go to the package.json, we have installed the .env. One more, before going to, we are going to install the one more module called npm js nodemon. Nodemon is for is like one of the package or library called. It will monitor the application, monitor the script while developing the application. Like uh, we we are writing that application. If you want to run this application, like we have written some code here, like in the project we have written some code or we have modified the some code. If you want to run this application again and again, we are going to restart the application. For that case, we are going to use the node mod. It will monitor our code. It will monitor our code and it will automatically, when the changes will happen in our code, it will automatically modify, it will automatically restart the application. Like a small modification also done in our code, in our source code, it will automatically restart the application. We will see directly. We are going to install the nodemon also. npm install the nodemon. We are going to install in the dev dependencies. That's why I have given here hyphen d nodemon npm install hyphen d nodemon. Yes, see here it is given npm install hyphen save hyphen dev nodemon. Like this also we can install or directly we can give the hyphen D also, hyphen capital D also. After completing this, once come to the package.json, here in the scripts, if you see here, dependencies and dev dependencies, one package is there, like one library is there, called nodemon. If you come to the scripts, I'm writing the I'm writing the few scripts here. One is the start command, like start command of node index.js. Second one is the dev command, nodemon index.js. Index.js. After writing these two commands, if you want to run the application, like if you want to run the application, we are going to directly use npm run start. Or if you want to run the development application, like nodemon using the nodemon npm run dev. If you see, server is running on the port number 6774. After completing, we are going to uh, create the .env file here. I'm going to first thing I'm going to write the port number 6774. And once come to the here, I'm going to write one file called. I'm going to create one file called constant.js. In this file only, I'm going to write import .env from the .env. After writing this .env.config of must come to the .env here .config was directly given, but there is something called okay, leave it config only. Uh, okay, the .env. Okay, like this also we can write. After writing this, I'm going to export this from this file. I'm going to export that. Export constant code from process.env. Here after this, let's go to the index.js file. Index.js file. Here I'm going to import that. Import code from the dot key constant. Not only dot constant dot JS you have to mention here. If you see here, port, and we are going to write one more port called 5000. So that port is not running, it will use the 5000 port. If you see here, 76774, it is running. If you instead of I have missed the ports, see, it is running without missing the port, like mistake I will do unfortunately. Okay, leave it this. Unfortunately, any mistake I have did, it will run the 5000 port or it will use the 6774 port. Okay. After this, I'm going to create the folder structure. If you see the readme dot file, I'm going to delete this one. Not delete, I'm going to remove from here. Open the readme.md file. Here I'm going to create the folder structure. Folder structure for routes, controllers, middlewares, and utils. Utils like database connections I'm going to write, and API structure, API response structure, and API error structure I'm going to write here. Remove this one. Uh, First, directly using the terminal I'm going to create. I think I'm in CLS DRI. I'm in folder structure only. Make layer of routes and controllers and routes controllers. Layer of routes controllers, utils, middlewares. If you come to the VS Code terminal, VS Code controllers is there, middlewares is there, and routes is there, utils is there. These four folders are available here. Here, I'm in the utils folder. I'm going to create the DB like the connect database.js. I'm going to first create the DB. For this creation of the DB, I'm going to use the mongoose. If you go to the npm js, I'm going to use the mongoose. Instead of MongoDB, I'm going to use the mongoose. Mongoose is like easily create the one. It is like one extra layer for the MongoDB, but using this mongoose, we can create the structure for the Mongo. Like we can create the schemas and can connect the database using this also. If you see here, we read the documentation. Mongoose is a MongoDB object modeling tool designed to work in the asynchronous environment. Mongoose supports Node.js and Deno Alpha. Official document is mongoosejs.com. This is the official document. If you want to connect, we can install the first this npm install mongoose. Then using this command, we can go to use the mongoose. If you want to connect using this mongoose.connect, we can connect and we can run the application. If you see, we come to the VS Code. Here, I'm going to write the I'm going to install the mongoose. npm install npm I mongoose. Running still. Okay, installing is completed. Let's go to the VS Code. package.json. Here, if you see the dependencies, mongoose is installed. Mongoose is installed. You go to the connect DB. We are going to use the online like MongoDB, mongodb.com. This website. From this, I'm going to configure the MongoDB. Sign in with. I have already registered this website. That's why I can directly sign in using the Google. If you're new to this website, you can register this website and then Node.js project is there. This already having a database. I'm going to connect here. Already I have a database here. I have already created the database here. If you see the browser collection, if you want to create, I can create also. Can create the freshly. First come to the here, create a new project here, create a new project. After creating the new project, give the project name here, product, product DB. I'm going to create the product DB. No need the add tags is not required. Directly click on the next. It is the project owner only. Create the project directly. After creating the project, will take some time. Come to the database. Build a database. Click on the build database. Here I'm going to use the M0 free type. Free. Here AWS provider. I'm going to use the AWS. After come here Virginia, I'm not going to use. I'm going to use the Mumbai near to me and the cluster name. I'm going to give the product cluster, product cluster. Why it is not taking? Okay, is taking product cluster. You can give and create the database. After giving the database, you would like to authenticate your connection. We are going to give the database access using the username and password. I am going to give the or you can change the username also. So this create a user, click on the after giving the username and password, you can create the user after where you would like to connect from. I'm going to connect from the my local environment. That's why I have click on this my local environment. Come to the down. Use the IP address as 0.0.0.0/0. Description allows all IPs. All IPs. Add the entry. Click on the here add entry. Remove this previous entry like my IP. If you see here IP access 0.0.0.0/0. All allow all IPs after giving and the entry, and if you see here you will be able to see the access IP access list. After completing this, click on the finish and close here. Here, if you want to see the here data access, database access and network access, you can uncheck this and go to the overview. If you check that means it will not, we will not, cannot, we will cannot, we cannot see the like database access and these two like database access and network access. If you see this database access, here previously we have given the username and password that will okay. Like network access means we have given like all permissions, like allow all IPs. IP address is 0.0.0. Like from anywhere we are going to connect this application. We are going to connect this database. We come to the database. It's still I think so. We come to the browser collections. No database is there. Come to the back. Come to again database. Here, click on the connect. Click on the connect to your application. If you want to connect to your application, click on the this one. Like first option is drivers. Here I'm selecting the driver of Node.js. I'm using the mongoose in. That's why I'm going to copy this one directly. Copy this one and I'm I'm pasting that one in the not readme .env in this MongoDB URI. I'm going to write here MongoDB URI. Here you can change the here instead of password you can change the your password instead of this password like it is having the like this like password it is having like this. If you want to see once again go to here, see here MongoDB plus srv column slash slash check. It is the username. Here you can want to replace with your password and this is the cluster name. If you see here replace the this password with the password of the Chikri Jallu 7. Like your password you are going to mention like replace. After replace, click on copying this one. You can close and here I am going to replace my password. This is the original. This is not a original password of mine. I am giving the here dummy. After giving, once come to the connect db.js. Here I am going to import the mongoose from mongoose. After I'm going to write here function called connect db. Here I'm going to take the MongoDB, MongoDB or MongoDB URL, MongoDB URL, DB URL. I'm going to just take two things from the parameters through arguments. I'm going to mention the object for I think so. Up to this native required DB name also. Write the DB name, product, product rest. I'm going to write here, product rest. For taking this, first of all, await. It is a first I'm going to write, then later I'm going to use. Using the it is promise or not, I'm going to write the await function. Mongoose dot connect I'm going to write here. I'm going to send the MongoDB URL. Let me say all of MongoDB or DB URL. It is a DB name. It is a DB URL. It is a DB name. Like the DB URL. Mongoose.connect db URL. I'm writing here the dollar hash dollar. I'm going to inject using the dollar db name. There, if you after connecting, if you hover the mouse here, connect mongoose.connect. If you see here, we are getting the it is a like promise type of a mongoose is a promise. Here connection, it is a await, it is a like await function. It is a promise. We are going to use the async and await. If you using the await, why it is await express are only allowed within a async function. We are going to make it as a async. I'm going to write this in the try catch. Try catch block. Const connection is equals to await of mongoose.connect. After writing this, I'm going to write the console called database db connection successful connection successfully completed successfully. After this, host name connection dot connect dot host. I think so. What is the name full name of connect? Here, if you click on this, copy this one connection dot prototype connect dot and then apply and connect dot action dot host. We got this one. Okay. After this, in the catch, I'm going to write console dot log console dot log db connection b connection failed b connection failed error. We got the error. After completing, I'm going to write the process dot exit of one abnormal terminating. After completing, here export connect db. After writing the db connection, we are going to come to the index.js. Here I'm going to call the db connection dot. In this, I'm going to pass the here I'm going to take the db URL equal to in the const. First, I'm going to go to the const file. Here MongoDB URI. After this, db underscore name. This one, or you can want to copy this one and paste here. Copy this one for exact name, paste here. Save this file and once come to the here, Mongo, Mongo URI const db underscore name equal to db underscore name. I'm writing for checking. I'm writing condition for checking if that db underscore my URL and db underscore name contains only. I'm going to write this one. Write this entire thing. For this, I'm going to run the application when only the database only running. For that, db underscore URL, comma, db underscore name. After this, I'm going to actually this is the promise. Here I'm going to writing the then function. In this, there is a no variable is coming. There is no return type is there. That's why I'm writing with then with empty callback function. Here db connection successfully. I'm writing once again. After this, in this, I'm going to write the app.listen function. A catch also, I'm going to write the catch function. Dot catch error db connection failed. db connection failed. If you go to the here npm run dev db connection successfully host name is we got again we are getting due to this one to this one. If you want to hide this one, we can comment this and save. If you save this file, it is running. Like server is running on the port 6774. If you want to test the application, we are going to write the one health check. Health check app dot get of slash here in this I'm going to pass the request comma response or you can write the RUQ is comma response. In this, I'm going to write the return response, return status of 200 JSON or send. You can use the send also. Hello or okay. Okay, I'm going to write like this is a health check. If you go to the application is running correctly. We are going to run the application using the 6774 HTTP dot slash slash localhost 6774. See, application is running okay. It is running okay. If you got any error, how it is facing the, how it is like it is failed the, we are going to see here. If you go to the env, I'm going to instead of the username, I'm going to write only the checkread. Go to the application, go to the index.js and save this file. If you see here, DB connection failed, mongoose error, bad authentication failed. This is coming from the catch function. It's coming from the try catch function, not here. This not this catch function, dot catch function. From the connect db.js catch function, db connection failed and error is auth. Error is this one. Like error is this one from here bad this mongoose servers error bad this is the from this is coming from the error. This error. That's why we are I have written the like using the try catch function, try catch block for the error generation. If you go to the .env, I'm going to write the and save this file again. Save here this one also. Why why I'm saving the dot index.js file also once again means .env. If you change the .env file and save this file, there is no reload happen. We are going to restart the again. That's why it is not reloading. If you go to the or we are going to after saving the .env file, if you want to reload this one, we are going to restart the application. Like what I'm saying means, like if you did any changes here, like port number changes or any MongoDB URL changes or that DB underscore name changes, you have did any update here or modification in the .env file, that changes through the changes that application or a server is not able to restart. If you want to restart that application, we are going to use in the JS or any file of that any file in the project, you can go into save, or you can do the controllers, or you can do the save option, or through that save only it will restart, or you can do the terminate the server and you can restart the freshly, like using the npm run dev. Using this you can restart the application. See, now it is running. Previously, why that I have mistakenly written the username. That's why we got the Mongo server error bad authentication. Now I have written the correct username. Due to that correct username, that MongoDB connection successfully. Host name we are going to see here. This is the host name. Server is running on the port name. After running connecting the database only, I have made the here server is able to run. That's why. See, after create successfully running the database connection only, I have did the server connection, like server listen. If you did any mistake here, again I am going to show here. Here I'm going to remove the instead of checkri jallu 7, I'm going to return as checkri jallu only and come to the index.js. Once again save here also. If you see here, we got the DB connection failed, mongoose server error, bad authentication failed. See, if you see here, app crashed, waiting for the file changes before starting. Why it is showing the app crash? Due to the here in the connect db.js, I have written the process exists abnormal termination. I have written here one. That's why it is terminated abnormally. If you have written 0, it will terminate the smoothly. See, it is terminating the smoothly. But I'm don't want that smooth termination. I want the abnormal termination. That's why I have written the process.exit 0. If you see here, app crash waiting for the file changes before starting. If you go to the .env and modify the username correctly and come to the index.js and save here. If you see the connection again, it is successfully connected. Connection successfully. Host name is showing the here and server is running on the port 6774. We have did some things here like did database connection and nodemon installations and .env configuration, and we have did the folder structure like controllers, middlewares, and clouds and utils folder. In the next class, we are going to see the how to write the like routes and controllers and middlewares. Please like and subscribe my channel and support my channel.